I look at you and it's easy to see. You are that someone I've been trying to meet. I got your number, won't you pick up the phone? Don't leave me hanging on the dial tone. Think back to the night that we met, jumping in the pool, talk to you, dripping wet. Nervous when I speak, so I trip on my tongue. Never thinking you would be my number one. Nervous when I speak, so I trip on my tongue. Never thinking you would be my number one.
How does this happen? How is it I can have a big tidy and have everything in a place and it looks good and I've got loads and loads of room to work, and then I start working and I just let the things pile around me? Is there anyone who has a clean workspace out there and are able to maintain it that could teach me how? Mad old state.
Jump in your car and we drive to the beach. The sun was setting, it was just you and me. Wind in my hair and the sand in my shoes. Could've chosen anyone, but I choose you. Hop back in your car, top down. There's no stopping us, cause we own this town. Never knew I could have such fun. Never thinking you would be my number one. Nervous when I speak, so I trip on my tongue. Never thinking you would be my number one. Drive to the beach. The sun was setting, it was just you and me. Wind in my hair and the sand in my shoes. Could've chosen anyone, but I choose you.
Friends and how we like to wake up in slow motion, think about the things we'll never do. We'll talk about the ocean, but never use the lotion. It's not like I got anything to lose. One day I saw a painting, then you started dating. Maybe you should hang me out to dry 4 years ago.
So, this little chair is drying. I've been calling it a Chippendale. I just looked. It's not a Chippendale. It is a Louis XV style chair. So the Louis XV style chair is has been painted and sanded and painted and sanded and painted within an inch of its life. The trim is all attached. So now it's all just drying, and the next step is assembly. So that's pretty cool. And it is a sweet looking little chair, I must say. Too big though, for my liking. So I'm going to see what else I can make in here from this book. There's a lot of things I'd like to make. I haven't decided what, but there's a few things in the running here to be made first. Let me see if I can open the book. Right. So there is paneling. There is this kind, Victorian, Louis the 15th. There is this one, the French Provincial. And I like them both, I think. So I'm going to make some paneling, maybe. One of the options. This is a mantle, which I'd also like to do, but not yet. Next, maybe one of these. Maybe a desk or a drawer. I haven't decided. That's it's funny because it's the instructions for the high boy. Use a box such as a cake mix or cream of wheat box. Draw a round box to get size, then add legs. And tells you where the legs are. And a pediment, which I assume is the thing at the top, right? Pattern should be on one piece about 12 centimeters tall. So I guess you just use a box. Leave pediment off back piece as shown. Make front and back about 5 layers of cardboard each and glue to box. Add drawers. That is the instructions for this. I mean, it sort of explains it here. Use a box and then glue a bunch of pieces to the front and the back. And then cut out drawers and glue them on. But pretty sparse, right? And that is the most detailed, I think, except for number 10. Use a box 10-12 inches high. Cut opening about 4.5 inches from floor and add a shelf as shown. So I might make one of those that the instructions are sparse and they're the sort of thing I could probably have figured out on my own. What's the next one? Oh yes, I'd like to make a rocking chair, but I also want to try maybe making a reed seat. Because I've done real reed seats before, so maybe it'd be cool to try doing a little one and to make a rocking chair. So that's a high possibility. The problem is the size again, so I have to downsize it. I have to think about, how am I going to do that? How will I downsize it? And the other thing I was thinking about was maybe a little, like a chandelier. I like their instructions. They have more instructions on how to make a chandelier than they do on how to make a high boy. Which I think is just hilarious. So, one of these things I might do. This one's the easiest. I don't even have to read the instructions for that one, I don't think, to know what they're asking me to do. 5. Kind of donut-shaped piece of styrofoam. See, I was going to use cardboard. Styrofoam's even easier. About 3 inches in diameter. Pin and glue on 4 chains for hanging. Join with a loop or chain link at top. Use 6 or 8 large beads with toothpicks stuck through them for candles. Glue in, spray black. Plastic birthday candle holders can be used instead of beads, so real candles can be used. Real candles! I'd have that set on fire. So yeah, I'm going to do one of these now. When the chair is dry, I'll finish it, and I'll pick one of these to start. I haven't decided which one. I'll decide by then.
You gave me a little
right, so I think I'm going to do one of these. I've got a box. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. I'm sort of tempted to do the high boy from it. Maybe a desk, but it's going to be one of these. So stay tuned.
I never thought